Okay, back out in the dungeon. Today is Saturday. It's about 10:30 in the morning. Had my share of the annual solar event. Annular, whatever. Yeah, we had some strange shadows going on around here. It was kind of different. So, okay, back on this push button assembly, we got all the jumpers in here. And we got the 47K resistor back in and the 230 peak cap, and mica cap in there. All the jumpers are in according to my chicken scratches. That one, this one, that one, that one, this one, that one, which I didn't touch anyway, and that's the 230 peak cap right there. So now what we're going to do is start positioning this into the chassis, and getting it positioned so that we can start getting our lengths of the wires to go to the tubes. Let's see if I can get this thing aimed down a little bit more there so that you can see what's going on. That's going to slide down in there, and it's going to go down all the way, and we're going to get it clipped into position, and then we're going to start measuring our wiring coming off of the sockets, and we're going to get those pre-cut and connected to the socket. I believe that's how I did the last one that I did of these. Get them soldered onto the lugs of the socket, and then when this goes back in, I can take the lead that's sticking up and start putting it back on the pins here, on the lugs here, to get them straightened out. And then I think I can still get the ones coming off of here to this trimmer array right here. So I still got to identify all my trimmer designations. I think this is 6. That's 6A, 6B, 6C, D, E, and F. So we'll get those put back on. I have the push button trimmer coils, oscillator coils for the push buttons, ready to go. I just need to put sleeves on them. So so the next little clip segment will be after I get the wires pre-cut and then put on to the sockets or wherever they may be here, and then we'll be back. So hang in there. Okay, here we are. We got pretty much all the interconnects on this push button board tied in. All the others are on the sockets or other places. We are going to do the interconnects on this trimmer array as soon as we get this thing in a position to where we can put it in there semi-permanent and get the interconnects to those done to these lugs. right now, we managed to get everything we wanted to get before yanking this thing out, and prepping this thing the rest of the way for so we can finish the chassis, do the chassis finish. So I gotta finish off masking this thing, and we're gonna take and start doing some delicate work to it on its finish, and then we're going to move out onto the big bench and prep that cabinet for some pre-stain. So hang on, we're going to have more coming your way. Alright, here we are. What is today? Monday. The 16th? 16th, Monday. We got the chassis all finished. Well, not all finished, but we've got the finish on the chassis, and man, it is smooth. I mean, it's touchable. It's oh man, you just want to touch it, stroke it. Yeah. Yay, buzz. Got the IF cans all dressed out in what was it? Duplicate color chrome. What was it? It is this stuff. No. It ain't that stuff, you don't. It is high gloss chrome. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we used on those. Not bad, but you don't want to be handling these things or leaving them against something, another surface, because you will mar the finish. So put something that is gonna, because I tell you, when you go to pick it back up and everything, it's gonna stick, and when you pull the stuff them off of them, you're gonna leave little mar things on it. It's not gonna look good. So if you're going to do it on the side, it's not going to be directly seen. But anyway, we managed getting all these put back on and got this all straightened up again. This one here and that one there was boogered. So we got them straightened out. All I did was put a dolly behind this thing, a little block, and then hammer it flat again. This one here, I put a about a 1/4 inch drill bit shaft into this tube, and used a pair of vice grips and bent it back, and then put a block on the thing and dollied it out. So that was pretty much all you had to do with that. So we got 2 good coats of clear on this, and 2 good heavy coats of titanium silver metallic. I do have the can for this done and finished in a oil rubbed bronze metallic. So that's going to be it. So now we're going to take and shoehorn this back into here and get all the interconnects hooked back up, and then we're going to put the push button oscillator and trimmer controls adjustments back in it and get it connected. And after we get all that wound up and everything, we'll flip it over and we'll put the bracket for the tuning section and the tuner back in it and get it connected. Yeah, and one thing I didn't get to that I thought I might get to was getting getting the hole in here for the fuse, but I always do it after it's finished anyway, so I mean I'm not losing anything, just as long as my hole thingy doesn't dance across the back end of this thing. Let me get to the getting this thing prepped so I don't get this thing all marred up by flipping it over. And we'll be back for more, so hang in there. Okay, we managed getting this thing here safe housed so that we can manipulate it without scarring it up. What we're going to do is I've got this already fastened in lightly, and the coil subassembly is separate. I'm going to work that as soon as I get these here worked back out from underneath it, and then I'm going to go in there and put this in there tentatively and get the interconnects to the push button board connected, and just work my way to the back side. What I'm going to do now that I've got that in there, I'm going to take all of these loose ends right here and separate them out so that they're looking all right, and then I'm going to make all the connections over here to this trimmer array and get these here that are down underneath here mashed down. We're going to get those straightened out and up so that we can connect them to the board, and we're going to do all of this work here in the chassis to the board first before we stick this thing on, so we'll have very few things that we'll have to get in there too. And hopefully I got all these eyelets on these lugs cleared so that I can make a smooth, easy connection to that. We got these controls hooked in, and let's see, with the exception of this wonky stringy thing here, this one here goes to the back lug on the tuner, or number, let's see, no, that went, I numbered it from back to front, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 and 4, I believe it is. This goes on to the front, that goes on to the back. Okay, 2 and 4 are the lugs for the FM, which is not going to function very well unless you use a frequency shifter on it, but you'll be able to get FM through a plug-in on the auxiliary input. So that's what this one goes to. All the other 3 are sitting there waiting. So you won't get the results of this until tomorrow. Right now it's about 6:30 in the evening on Monday, and I'm gonna call it a day. So stand by for more action. We'll have the results of this battle tomorrow. Well, in the next few days, because unless I got enough video footage to show you, or it could be tomorrow, so we'll see. So thanks for watching. Hang in there. We'll be back for more.